A week in, two of our previously ranked teams lose while one of them ties. So with that, our updated power rankings feature some new squads at the bottom, but the first 7 remain unchanged, though one of them slides within that front 7. Before we get to that, let's introduce Kansas City into our top 10 poll. A 38-28 W against the Chargers team that's expected to do some things this season. Add that KC was a surprise squad to start last year, won their first 5, and they're getting in here. At 9, nevermore. At least they weren't in last week, but the Ravens make the cut this week, obliterating a Buffalo franchise that's coming off its first postseason appearance in nearly 2 decades. Feel bad for this now. I didn't have the Panthers in our first power rankings. I didn't think they deserved to be ahead of the Steelers, Chargers, Saints. I do now. 4 now. Yes, maybe that Carolina defense isn't that good. Maybe the Cowboys offense is that bad. But add Cam Newton on the other side of the ball, and we're going to know more about Carolina after this next game at Atlanta. Let's go with the Packers at 7. As long as Aaron Rodgers is healthy, they're going to be a top 10 team. Just ask the Snuggle Bears, as Cal Spishak called them after Sunday night. The Rams are 6. No problems, especially in the second half with the Raiders to close out week 1. Into our top 5, that's where we find the only team that lost on opening weekend. We ranked Atlanta 2nd, and after they came this close to again knocking off Philly, we feel good about that ranking. At the same time, you can't lose and not fall with only 1 week to measure. The Vikings are now 4, a win against the San Francisco squad that most expect will be much improved. Not a bad way to start a year that they hope, at the very least, ends up back in the NFC title game. Jacksonville is 3, not a flashy win in New York, but that's not the Jags style. They're not going to entertain you offensively. They're just going to beat you up, especially on defense. Just ask the Giants. Team that topped the Jags in the AFC title game stays at 2. The Patriots knock off a Houston squad that a lot of analysts, not to mention several folks around here, expect to be competitive. No change to the top either. No-brainer here. Defending champs, the Eagles win their first game against a team, aforementioned Atlanta, also expected to be very good in 2018.
Tonight's NFL Power Rankings are brought to you by IHOP, home of the new Ultimate Steak Burger combos starting at $6.99. You're watching Sports Tonight, San Antonio's only nightly 30-minute sportscast with exclusive sports coverage you won't find anywhere else.